Hi there guys, Neil at Italia Autos here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I am working on this Fiat Coupe LE 20 valve turbo, super rare. Now the customer has picked this up from auction a few weeks ago and he's brought it in for me to give it the once over. In the auction photos it looked absolutely immaculate. It may have a few issues with it, so let's give it a good check over and see what we can find on it, and we'll reveal how you can get your hands on this actual Fiat Coupe. Once it's been repaired, of course. Okay, the hydraulic lifters have given up totally. They won't support it at all. Sometimes if you push and hold it, they will stay up, but this one, yep, there we go. It is now supporting them. Right, it's had a new radiator at some point. The engine cover has been painted quite badly, or been prepped badly anyway, and it's starting to come off. Engine exhaust cover has been painted as well, so had the fan surround, but other than that, that's really the only negatives I can find in the engine bay, is that the engine cover needs a little bit of TLC. I've also been reviewing this handy torch. It's extremely bright and extremely useful, and I will definitely recommend it. If you are interested in buying one, I'll put the link in the description down below. While we're halfway up, we might as well look at the wheels, tyres and suspension. Michelin Pilot Sport 5s, decent tyre on there. No rust behind the arches, which is good. Well, there's the smallest amount, but nothing I would worry about. Shockers are okay. Brake discs have a lip and they are rusty on the other side, I can feel. It'll remind me to check that when we get up in the air a bit more. Plenty of life left in the pads. A couple of little chunks missing on the paint of the wheel on this side. And the usual stone chips in the lower arch. Not much to see other than the tyre at the back here until it's in the air. But this wheel looks okay. The rear brake pads are not touching the disc fully, so it's probably going to want the brake pads taken off and the brake calipers cleaning up. Worst case, he's going to want some new calipers. You see on the driver's side rear, it is working okay, and you can see that that disc looks new. Hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, these discs are pretty new, so it just needs a little bit more love. And at the back there, just a little bit of rust coming through, and a little bit of the metal has fell away, but I'll get that up in the air to see any more on that. And again, just a couple of chips on the wheel, on the paint. There's no curbing, it's just the paint's been chipped off. And again, the disc feels as though it's got rust at the back edge, but we'll have a look now. Right, it's bloody cold again today, and I'm going to be sniffing most of the way through this video, so apologies if I can't edit all the sniffs out. Right. Yeah, it's had some form of treatment underneath. Is that a repair to the sill there? It doesn't look like it, because they're common for rusting away at the back end there. That looks perfectly fine. A little bit of rust spots coming through, but that definitely wouldn't need welding. Worst bit is at the front there. You can see some rust coming through where all the grime and the water sticks. And again, the same on this side. And it's kind of like been covered over a bit. All the rust's coming back through again. So this is going to want taking back and treating properly again, but it's something that's going to have to be looked at every year on this. And again, under here, we've got... Is that a hole? No, that's just a... No, that's not a hole, it's just where the seams are, and that's a water drain. It has rusted away here, and somebody's just covered it over. So that technically is going to want seeing too. Really just tidying up more than anything. All it holds is this here, so we can make that hold a bit better if need be. So all that's going to want, it's probably going to want a proper repair there. We'll have to put it to the customer and see what's going on, because I bet it's probably going to be gone even more behind the arch liner. So it's more than likely going to want welding there, just so we can secure the arch liner. Rear springs, a little old, but doing the job. No signs of the shockers leaking. Main floor pan. It looks as though it may have had a bit of work there, but say it's all covered over with the stone chips, so you can't really tell that much. We'll just say it's had some welding there, but we'll confirm that at some other point. Rest of the floor pan hasn't had any work done that I can tell. Yeah, it has. It's been welded along there, look. I can see it now. And has it been done there? No, I don't think that's been repaired there. Front subframe. We have a leak. It's not oil, that looks like that might be a coolant leak. And the engine's probably wet underneath from it being on the road. But yeah, that little bit of water there could be coolant from somewhere. Oh, it's power steering. Power steering rack's leaking. But you can see there's holes in the gaiter, so it might be leaking from the power steering rack. That's why it looks a bit moist all around here compared to that side of the subframe. So I actually think this car is going to want a steering rack reconditioning. There's a little bit of oil leaking out of that bolt hole, which is a bit weird. So that one's looking at as well. Can't see much more back there because the engine under tray's on. And over there looks okay. Wishbones are probably getting on a bit. The dry rubbers from the anti-roll bar links. And you can see you got a little bit of rust up there, which is probably going to want treating before it gets any worse. And this side of the chassis leg, that's okay, that's not bad at all. So it does need some love, as we expect, for what is going to be nearly a 30-year-old car. And these LEs should be quite a prized possession because they are quite rare and quite expensive. And it's got a dateless number plate on it. And this front arch liner is going to want replacing because it's been left loose or come loose and it's mashed it up against the tyre. So these cars are normally quite a desirable one because of the LE with the push button start, the more fancier interior. But this one seems to have had a little bit of a tough life, a few bodges over the years. Can it be saved? Yes, it can. Is it going to cost you some money? Yes, it will. So I've not been told of any major issues when it's been driving, but once we've done the full check over and the snow's not here, we will take it out for a bit of a drive and see how well it handles. So let's take a look over the interior. We've got the red leather door cards, red leather seats, same with the handbrake and gear knob. I'm not sure whether they should have been red halfway around. I can't remember, I'll have to Google that. And the partly painted steering wheel and the all-important starter button. So it sounds okay. We've got engine warning light on for a reason or another. I will have to connect my computer to that, or at least attempt to connect my computer to it, because these can be a pain in the backside to connect to. It's covered 75,000 miles, which is quite low for a 30-year-old car. A little bit of stickiness going on the centre console. That can be repaired quite easily. Seat bolster is looking pretty good. It tilts forwards. We've got red seat belts as well. Let's wait for time to get rid of the snow and we'll take it for a drive. So right, we're in the car. Let's go for a little test drive, make sure it drives okay. The engine warning light that was on, that has all been sorted. I've sorted a few other issues around the car, like the door handle, and I've done that many things to it. I forgot what I've done now. So let's go for a test drive. Okay, so we are out on the road. It is absolutely peeing it down, so you will hear squeaky wipers. But so far, it's driving really nice. I've always liked the Fiat Coupes over its brother, the GTV, because the Coupe is just a little bit more of a daily driver car. whereas the GTV is a little bit more of a sporty car, and it's a lot easier to get in and out of the Fiat Coupe as well, and it's a little bit more roomy. And yeah, it's driving fine. There's nothing to report now. It's all fine. No engine warning light, no noise from a wheel bearing. You can get in it okay. There's not much to really talk about now. It's all fine. But so the customer is going to be raffling this car off. It's going to be going on a company called Raffle. They've been going for many years. Tickets are going to be relatively cheap. I think at the minute it's buy your first ticket, get it free. So you can win yourself a free Fiat Coupe here. I'll put all the details in the description down below. There is also a discount code for your first free ticket, which is on screen now. If you have any more questions, head over to the Raffle website and they will answer them all for you. I'm sure the owner will be in the comments doing all the questions for you as well. So over the last few weeks, I have been doing some work on this, getting it up to scratch. There's going to be a 5,000 ticket minimum sale on it. If the 5,000 tickets don't sell, it will be a cash prize instead of, or if you want to take a cash prize instead of the car, you can have £5,000. So hopefully you can head over there and support the Help the Heroes Fund and have a bid on this lovely Fiat Coupe. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one. So here it is in all of its glory. It does drive absolutely bang on now. It's a beautiful looking car which will make somebody who wins it very lucky indeed. So these are an appreciating classic now. So do head over to Raffle and get your hands on some tickets. So there are a few jobs still left to do on it. Mainly the bodywork is a little bit rough in places, but generally it is a mechanically sound car. So enjoy.